Good evening, Tri-Valley. We're going to call the meeting to order. Can you please join us in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone. Just some meeting rules regarding comments, board meeting comments. We thank you for coming. We appreciate you taking the time to attend our meeting and welcome your comments. The Board of Education would like to remind the community members that meetings are not public forums. Rather, they are business meetings held in public where dialogue is not normally conducted with audience members. If you would like to share your thoughts with the board, please state your name and address and limit your comments to 5 minutes. Please understand we will not respond to your comments or questions at this time. But if you would like a response, please be sure to include your phone number or email address at the sign-in sheet by the door. Please note that public comments for items on the agenda will occur during the first comment section and all other comments occurring during the second comment section. Comments should be in reference to a school topic or interest, not an individual or an employee position. Speakers are asked to be respectful, as we regularly have students attending these meetings as part of their coursework. Anyone who wishes to address the board, please step up to the podium and turn on the microphone so we can all hear your comments. Thank you. Okay, we're going to move to item number 2, which is correspondence. Don't believe we have any correspondence tonight. Move to item number 3, public comment session for items that are on tonight's agenda. We have no one signed up tonight. Move to item number 4 with presentations and guests. Do we have anybody? And then we move to item number 5, the superintendent's report from Ms. Erin Long.
Thank you. Good evening, Tri-Valley. I want to start by saying congratulations to our community, our students, and our staff for the passing of the 23-24 school budget. The show of support that we have received is a testament to the commitment our community has for supporting our program and resources for our students to be successful. So thank you very much. I want to give a shout out tonight to Mrs. Whiteman and her landscape design class for the beautiful landscape that they planted last week at the front entrance of the secondary school. Mrs. Whiteman partnered and secured a beautification grant through Sullivan 1880 that paid for all the materials and plants. So great job, Mrs. Whiteman. I also want to congratulate our FFA. They had a great week in Buffalo, as she's got it spelled, so the FFA is in the middle. And for the second year in a row are the top chapter out of more than 200 in New York State. We included at least 15 out of the 15 top 20 or better placements. So our students did really well. I want to say congratulations to all of our participants and Mrs. Brasic-Burke, Mrs. Whiteman, and Ms. Doyle. I know this weekend at the picnic I'm going to go to in Penn Yan, I will be wearing my Tri-Valley sweatshirt. On Wednesday, our elementary school participated in a career fair. Not only was the fair a great opportunity to provide our students with a hands-on experience, but also to spotlight our community partners. Nicole Temple led the organization of this event, and it was an excellent day for our kids. I also want to recognize all of our athletes and their coaches for a really strong sports season. Our students continue to excel. We have many at a track meet tonight participating. We have athletes that have reached their personal best and have broken many records, and we wish them the best of the luck in the remaining teams as they wrap up their season. Last night, Mr. Stryker, Mr. Dean, and I attended the Sullivan County School Board Association dinner at Livingston Manor. Mr. Haynes was also there with us. We had an excellent farm-to-table dinner prepared by the FFA students and the cafeteria managers. We also heard from David Little, who is the Executive Director of Rural Schools, And he spoke about the challenges that rural schools are facing and really listened to some of our concerns. And we're excited that he is an advocate for our small schools. And finally, tonight, it is my honor to talk about our tenure. And I was thinking the other day, you know, how do I want to say this? But so I looked up the definition of tenure, and tenure is one of the definitions is giving someone a permanent post. And I thought, what does that really mean? It means that we have found a person or people that make a considerable contribution to the education and lives of our students. It means that this person or people have found a permanent fit with our school culture and as a supporting colleague. Tenure means that we have formed a partnership in our commitment to educate our students and watch them grow through their educational journey. So tonight in our consent agenda, our Board of Education will appoint the following people to tenure. As your name is called and you are in attendance with us tonight, please stand. We'll hold all applause until the end. Nicole Temple, tenure area, school guidance and counseling. Jessica Schaefer, tenure area, business. Michelle Kenny, tenure area, social studies. Ashley Whiteman, tenure area, agriculture. Ellie Caprino, tenure area, elementary education. I practice that all day. I'm sorry, Ellie. Kelsey Laziski, tenure area, special education. Tabitha Donahue, tenure area, mathematics. Danielle Markle, tenure area, elementary education. Wyatt Busing, tenure area, elementary education. And Tyler Eckhoff, tenure area, social studies. So congratulations to all of you, and on behalf of our Board of Education, thank you for choosing Tri-Valley.
Welcome, everyone. Are you all done? Okay. Thank you, Ms. Long. Moving along to item number 6. Items the board would like pulled from tonight's agenda. Is anybody? Okay, we'll move to item 7, the consent agenda. Can I have a motion to accept the consent agenda, including the business portion? Motion by Tim,
Second.
second by Travis. Please proceed to vote.
So move.
Did yours come up? Mine did not.
George, did yours work?
George? Haha.
I
See?
voted.
I'm joking, I'm joking. Okay, we're ready.
You can use my mic, you know, if you have trouble with that, you know, you can speak, you know. Modern technology.
Wow.
There we go. It's good.
Keith, how do you vote?
What? Yay. Am I out? Am I not on the meeting? I voted. Let me see if I got bumped out. Says I'm in.
All right, this one you might have to just say yes.
Okay, that's unanimous, thank you. Be it resolved, the board approves the consent agenda. Recommended action, including the business portion, items 7A through U. We're going to move to item number 8, the board committee reports. And we have a series of policies we're going to quickly go through. First one is 8A, is the board policy summary sheet, and that's for information only. 8B is policy 0115, student harassment and bullying prevention and intervention. First reading, it's for public information only. Moving to 8C, policy 4321.5, confidentiality and access to individualized education programs, individualized education services programs, and service plans. First reading, it is for information only. Item 8D is policy 4765, online, distance, and remote learning. First reading, it's for public information only. Item 8E is policy 5151, homeless children. First reading, public information only. Item 8F, policy 5151R, homeless children regulation. First reading, public information only. Item 8G, 5710, school safety and educational climate, parentheses SSEC, reporting. First reading, it is for public information only. 8H, policy 6700, purchasing. First reading, public information only. Item 8I, policy 6700R, purchasing regulation. First reading, public information only. Item 8J, policy 8130, school safety plans and teams. First reading, public information only. Item 8K, policy 8131, pandemic planning. First reading, and it is for information only. And that's it for item 8, and we move to item 9, old business. I don't believe we have anything for old business tonight. We can move to item 10, public comment session for items that are not on tonight's agenda, and we have no one signed up that I'm aware of. And we move to item number 11, announcements, reminders, upcoming events. Ms. Williams, would you like to step up? Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Ms. Long already mentioned that we had an excellent career day this week, and yes, I'd like to thank Ms. Temple, who's here tonight, also receiving her tenure acknowledgement. And I'd like to thank all of the people who did come. You know, the partnerships continue to grow here within the community, and I think that there are opportunities such as our career day that happened this week that continue to foster more people to ask how they can get involved. In fact, as we were setting up and closing down, I had people say, I know somebody in the community that can participate next year and offer this. And, you know, all of those were certainly noted. And, you know, I just want to continue to encourage anyone who has any type of talent or hobby that they do to please reach out to us. This is going to be an annual event. Last year was the first time that we offered it. And it was so successful that, yes, we will continue to be doing it every year. The students have the opportunity to travel around to each one of those careers, and they take notes. They receive some of the stickers and all the other props and accessories that are brought along. And overall, it's just really a nice day. At first, the clouds started rolling in. We got a little nervous. We checked the radar, but we were able to hold off all of the rain. Yes, and I would like to thank everybody who participated in that. And I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge all the tenure appointments that are taking place. You know, when we conduct these interviews, we take a risk on somebody, and, you know, they take a risk on us. And as Ms. Long said, it is a pleasure for us to be able to say that they are now tenured people as part of our Tri-Valley team, because that's what it is that we're looking to do. We really want to be able to grow our staff and be able to maintain them here. So we took a risk on them, they took a risk on us, and now they are permanent figures here, and we are certainly the lucky ones with our children right along with us. Lots of activities are happening here at the end of the school year. Besides our career day that took place, we have all of our field trips that are happening. Some of the field trips are traveling out. Many of them are also happening within the school. We had some of our kindergartners that were very excited today to take their field trip to the greenhouse, which I'd like to thank our ag department for that. As they came back down from their visit to the greenhouse, they were able to identify what kind of vegetable plant they were bringing home with them. And, you know, it was adorable to be able to see how, you know, a simple trip to something that we have right here on campus for a 5-year-old can be better than any bus ride they ever take. Otherwise, as I was saying, lots of end-of-year activities. Please keep an eye on our Facebook page for all of those events. We had just last Friday, we did have our DARE graduation, which is the first of our ceremony season, but there are lots more to come. As far as any of our testing season is concerned, our NWEA testing has been completed, as well as all of our states required testing is done. And at this time is when, you know, we really dig in and start doing the work to see what some of those results look like. You know, this is when we're able to celebrate the growth of our students as we look to close this academic school year. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Williams. Ms. Scully?
Good evening, everyone. Yes, there are a lot of activities going on for the end of the school year. For one thing, we still have a little bit of state testing to do for grade 8 for science. And of course, we have the Regents exams coming up. Teachers have already begun with their Regents review classes, and so that's ongoing. Regents exams begin on August 14th, and the last one is on June 22nd. Physics, of course, the last one. And our 7th grade took a field trip last week. Our 8th grade took a field trip the previous week. All good reports from them. They had a great time, learned a lot, had a great experience. And congratulations to all the tenure recipients. We're especially proud of all of the ones who have taken what we might call an alternative pathway to get here. And it's been an exciting journey to see the growth. And we have a few events that I want to mention. Our 9 through 12 concert is next week on May 31st. After that, we have the athletic event, the award ceremony on June 5th. We have the 5 through 8 concert also coming up. That's June 6th. Don't plan on getting home any early nights that week. So you can, and then on the Friday, the FFA banquet where we can celebrate our recent awards and all of the accomplishments of the students for the year. So that's all I have for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kelly. Anyone else? Okay, moving along to item 12, new business. First item up is item 12A, is the board acceptance of preliminary results school budget vote 2023. Can I have a motion to accept the preliminary results of the school budget vote 2023?
So moved.
Motion by George, second.
Second.
Second by Rose. Please proceed to vote.
Aye.
That's unanimous, thank you. Be it resolved, the board accepts the following preliminary results for the school budget vote 2023, pending final reconciliation. Proposition number 1, be it resolved that the Board of Education of the Tri-Valley Central School District at Grahamsville, New York, will be authorized to expend the sum of $36,497,136 during the fiscal year 2023 to 2024, and to levy the necessary tax therefore. Ballots 538 total, 437 machine ballots, 0 military ballots, 100 absentee ballots, 1 affidavit ballot. Votes yes, 361. 304 were machine ballots, 0 military ballots, 56 absentee ballots, 1 affidavit ballot. Vote no, 148, 127 machine ballots, 0 military ballots, 21 absentee ballots, and 0 affidavit ballots. Thank you. Moving to item 12B, board acceptance of preliminary results of board member election 2023. Can I have a motion to accept the board acceptance of preliminary results, board member election 2023?
Motion.
Motion by Rose,
Second.
second by Travis. Please proceed to vote.
Aye.
That's unanimous. Thank you. Be it resolved, the board accepts the following preliminary results of the school board member election 2023, pending an incorporation of final reconciliation. Keith Stryker, 339 total, 302 machine ballots, 0 military ballots, 36 absentee ballots, 1 affidavit ballot. Patrick Kelly, 285 total, 262 machine ballots, 0 military ballots, 22 absentee ballots, 1 affidavit ballot. Tammy L. Shaboti, 273 total, 194 machine ballots, 0 military ballots, 79 absentee ballots, 0 affidavit ballots. Randall McGregor, 220 total, 204 machine ballots, 0 military ballots, 15 absentee ballots, 1 affidavit ballot. Robert Vale Curry, total 178 votes, 154 machine ballots, 0 military ballots, 24 absentee ballots, 0 affidavit ballots. Machine write-ins, Keith Stryker, 1, cannot count, candidate on ballot. Robert Vale Curry, 1, cannot count, candidate on ballot. Patrick Kelly, 1, cannot count, candidate on ballot. Tom Yeager, 1. Cindy Mickelson, 1. Catherine Diamond, 1. Curtis Brock, 1. Amanda Curlis, 1. Mary Tierney, 1. Thomas McGee, 1. Absentee ballot write-ins, George Dean, 1, cannot count, already a board member. And that's that. So moving to item 12C, Child Nutrition Bid Award is in action. Can I have a motion to accept the Child Nutrition Bid Award 2023 to 2024?
So moved.
Motion by George, second.
Second.
Second by Tim. Any discussion? Please proceed to vote.
Aye.
Okay, that is unanimous. Thank you. Be it resolved upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools that the Board of Education at its May 25th, 2023 meeting award the Tri-Valley Child Nutrition contract to Whitson School Nutrition Corporation for the 2023-2024 school year, recommended by HMB Consultants, contracted by the district to prepare, publish, review, and certify RFP and bid specifications in accordance with the rules and regulations of NICED Child Nutrition Program. Thank you. Moving to item 12D, Solid Waste Removal Bid Award 2023 to 2024. Can I have a motion to accept the Solid Waste Removal Bid Award 2023 to 24?
Motion.
Motion by Rose,
Second.
second by Travis. Any discussion? Please proceed to vote.
Yay.
That's unanimous. Thank you. Be it resolved upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools that at its May 25th, 2023 meeting, the Board of Education awards the solid waste removal bid, DCMO bid number 2023-001, to Thompson Sanitation for the 2023-2024 school year. The bid award is for $43,890. Thank you. Moving to item 12E, appointment, tenure-track foreign language teacher. It's an action. Can I have a motion to accept the appointment of the tenure-track foreign language teacher?
Motion.
Motion by Rose,
Second.
second by Travis. Any discussion? Please proceed to vote.
Yay.
You want to do it after the resolution? That's unanimous, thank you. Be it resolved upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools that the Board of Education at its May 25th, 2023 meeting approves the appointment of Lisa Dijambalik, I hope I said that right, to a 4-year probationary term as a foreign language teacher in the tenure area of foreign language commencing September 1, 2023, provided that, except to the extent required by law, in order to grant tenure, you shall have received composite or overall annual professional performance review ratings pursuant to Education Law 3012-C or Section 3012-D of either effective or highly effective in at least 3 of the 4 preceding years. And if you receive an ineffective composite or overall rating in the final year of the probationary period, you shall not be eligible for tenure at that time. The salary for the 2023-2024 school year will be at off-step $106,809 as per the current TVTA contract. As per contract, additional salary for master's degree and credit hours will be reviewed for approval. Lisa Dijambalik holds a New York State professional certification in Spanish 7 to 12 effective September 1, 2009. And Ms. Long would like to speak.
So I'd like to introduce Lisa. Lisa, can you stand up real quick? Thank you for joining our team here at Tri-Valley. When people hear that you are here to teach Spanish, they will probably hug you as you go out the door. We're excited to have you join our team. Spanish is an area that we are excited to have some solid ground with, so thank you so much and all the experience you bring. Welcome.
And the board welcomes you, Ms. Dijambalik. Okay, moving to item 12F, appointment, maintenance worker. It is an action. Can I have a motion to accept the appointment of the maintenance worker?
So move.
Motion by George. Second.
Second.
Second by Tim. Any discussion? Please proceed to vote.
Yay.
That's unanimous, thank you. Be it resolved upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools that the Board of Education approves the probationary appointment of Robert Lowe to the position of Maintenance Worker 1 as per Sullivan County Civil Service Rules and Regulations, effective to be determined for a probationary period of 26 weeks pending fingerprint clearance. The salary for the 2022-2023 school year will be Step 2 on the TESA maintenance schedule of $19.17 per hour, 7.5 hours per day, 260 days per year, prorated. The salary for the 2023-2024 school year will be Step 2, $19.55 per hour, 7.5 hours a day, 260 days per year. Thank you. And welcome, Mr. Lowe. Item 12G, appointment Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction. It is an action. Can I have a motion to, for the appointment of the Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction?
So move.
Motion by George,
Second.
second by Rose. Any discussion? Please proceed to vote.
Yay.
That's unanimous, thank you. Be it resolved upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools that the Board of Education at its May 25th, 2023 meeting approves the appointment of Frank Snyder as Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction effective July 1, 2023, benefits and salary as per the Memorandum of Understanding through June 30th, 2026. Welcome, Mr. Snyder, and Ms. Fong would like to-
So I'd like to introduce Frank to everyone. Frank, if you could stand up. Thank you, Frank. Frank comes to us from the San Miguel program in Newburgh, New York, and is going to bring a wealth of knowledge in the grants world for us. And a little known fact that Tri-Valley doesn't know yet, Frank is a baseball pitching coach. So we will be definitely taking advantage of your area of expertise. So welcome to Tri-Valley. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, moving along to item 12H, the memorandum of agreement between the Tri-Valley Central School District and the TVAA. Is an action, and can I have a motion to accept the memorandum of agreement between the school district, Tri-Valley Central School District, and the Tri-Valley, is it the administration? Okay. TVAA.
Motion.
Motion by Rose,
Second.
second by Travis. Any discussion? Please proceed to vote.
Yay.
That's unanimous. Thank you. Be it resolved, the board approves the memorandum of agreement between the Tri-Valley Central School District and the TVAA, effective dates April 17, 2023 through June 30, 2023. Thank you. Moving along to item 12I, conference request resolution. This is an action. Can I have a motion to accept the conference request resolution?
Motion.
Motion by Rose. I'll second it. Please proceed to vote.
Yay.
That's unanimous, thank you. Be it resolved, the board authorizes board member-elect Mrs. Tammy L. Shabodi, whose term of office has not yet commenced, to attend in person the 2023 Summer Law Conference on June 29th, 2023, hosted by the New York State School Boards Association. Okay, moving on to item 13, board comment section. So I have a little something to say. First, I would like to say that the board would like to thank our community for supporting our school budget and investing in our school's future. We greatly appreciate your support of our students and school during a challenging economic time. Okay, anybody else? Travis, anything? George?
Yes, if I may. I too would like to thank the community for their support. We've never had a budget defeated here at Tri-Valley, and that says a lot. The community has always been supportive. I'd like to congratulate the FFA. They certainly are top of the state. They have an excellent program, and we should be very proud of their accomplishments here. And they've been there for a good many years at that position. And it has a lot to do with their advisors, and I certainly appreciate that. I'd like to congratulate all the athletic teams for their success this year. We're certainly proud of them as a district. I'd like to welcome all of our appointments tonight to the Tri-Valley community. This is a fine district to work in, and I'm thank you for coming to work here. One thing I would like to talk about a little bit is our graduation ceremonies. I see that some notices have been sent out, some feelers in regards to how many people can attend the graduation. When we opened the theater, that was a 1,000-seat auditorium. We had 103 or 104 at that time graduates. We didn't have enough room to put everybody in there, so we decided to put a screen up in our upstairs, I call it the gymnasium, which it always has been and will be in my heart. And we did have that. A number of people in there filled that. So I'd like to see that happen. You know, it may be a time, and the only time, that a family would have an opportunity to celebrate one of their children in that type of scenario. And it may be a last time for some of them. So we never know where our life goes. So if that can happen, I'd also like to see, we always have a problem here with number of vehicles because the parking problem, the amount of room we have. And one of the issues is always been is the disabled. We never have enough parking for them. And I'd like to see some arrangements and maybe more effort made to help them out, to invite them in. After all, they will be walking the farthest. And they come in the door, they have to go in the elevator, then all the way down the hall. By the way, which had nothing to do with my doing when I was on the board. I did not want that. So I had to get that in. So if we could do something there. I know they've been planning for this, and they've done this for a good many years, but I'd like to change the culture a little bit. I'd like to see the families enjoy Tri-Valley. I asked some of them that graduated here over the years, even today, I see some of them that graduate, and they said they were glad they were out of here, and that hurt. It should be the best time in their life, because I still remember it was the best time in my life, and my last will and testament in the yearbook said, I'm not leaving, and I'm not leaving. I'm still here. So I would like to see that for those kids as well. So whatever we can do to change that culture, to get everybody involved, and we can't do it without the community. We need their support. We need those kids to enjoy their life here because it's the best years of their life. So whatever we can do, if the advisors need some information or something that okaying, let's get it done. But it's up to the board to say that's a good idea or not such a good idea. But I'm only one of 9. But thank you for listening anyway.
Thank you, George. Rose?
Yes, last night I had the pleasure of attending one of the capstone projects put on by 2 of our civics and social justice students. It was a Narcan training, and I just want to commend those students for putting on such an important training for our community. It's a big epidemic in our county, and the more we can do to help save lives, the better. I also want to congratulate our tenured teachers. Thank you for committing yourselves to our students. We appreciate it and hope we can find more.
Thank you, Rose. Tim?
Yes, I will be brief. First, congratulations to Keith, Pat, and Tammy on getting elected to the board for 3 more years. Service positions, unpaid, volunteering a lot of their time, so thank you guys. I think it's fantastic that our community has interest, and we have, more than 3 people running for 3 positions. As I said last time, I think that keeps the edge sharp here. Tenure, folks, congratulations. A bunch of you guys are here. Some slipped out. I think we were getting a little boring for them, but it's such a cool process, right? So tenure process. I'm a sports guy. I compare it almost to getting drafted at a college, right? And these people come in, you guys interview, and you're like, okay, this one's got talent. Like we think there's a good talent. You get your initial contract, right? Just like college athletes coming out and going to the NFL. And then you prove yourself, right? You have a few years to prove yourself. And when you prove yourself, we show a commitment to you by bringing you on with tenure. And you've shown that you're valuable to us. And I know that has to mean something to administrators and the interviewers that are saying, hey, we bet on this person and we were right. They're a good ad. So congratulations. I'm glad you're here. And Mr. Snyder, welcome aboard. We are happy to see you, and we definitely need some pitching help too. So, all right, that's all I got.
Very well said. Very well said.
Thank you, Tim. Okay, moving along to item 14, adjournment. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Motion by Rose,
Second.
second by Tim. It is 7:41. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.